How does that go? When the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie? That's amore. I don't know what amore is, but I know amore pizza in my belly. Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time watching my video. My name is Erica and I am a figure competitor. I'm currently going into week 8 of prep and it is February 19th today. I just wanted to kind of talk to you, or I guess give you a couple tips on how you can be more successful in your prep when it comes to smarter eating. If you are not a competitor, it's okay because you can use these as well to stick to your nutrition goals and your nutrition plans. So I'm going to go ahead and start with number 1. And number 1 starts at the grocery store. When you're at the grocery store, make sure that you're shopping within your limits. And what I mean by that is don't buy things that are going to tempt you, that are going to tease you, that are going to deter you from anything other than your nutrition plan. So if it's not within those healthy areas, just don't buy it. Just don't buy it. It's not good. So number 2 is after you come home from the grocery store, make sure that you meal prep. Meal prep is key. I always say that because you want to make sure that you are kind of generating guidelines of what you should be eating. And not only that, if you're busy, you can just grab the meal and go. If you work like me, it works just because I don't have time during the week to meal prep and I don't want to eat out because I do have fitness goals. So if you meal prep at a time, so set a date, maybe on a Sunday when you are getting ready for the week, you can make sure that your meals are planned. It doesn't have to be very complicated. It can go anything from just, throwing chicken into the oven, throwing some veggies into a pot to steam, and putting some rice in the microwave to cook. That will give you a well-balanced meal and it will make it a pretty quick meal prep process. Number 3 is make sure that you are having 3 to 6 meals on the daily. So you want to space out your meals every 3 to 4 hours, and if you tell yourself that you can only have those meals at those times, then it is going to make you stick to your plan a little bit better. There are no exceptions. It also helps you to save money because you know that you've already had these meals planned, you've had them prepped, now these are the times that you can eat them and there's nothing else you can eat outside of these guidelines. So it gives you kind of a, say, roadmap on your eating journey, I guess you'd say. I don't know. But so number 4 is make sure that your meals that you're having every 3 to 4 hours are well balanced. You want to have a protein, a carb, and a fat in every meal. That will help keep you sustained. You won't be as famished, and it'll keep you satisfied a lot longer. For every person, general guidelines, your protein should be about 20 to 35% of your daily caloric intake. Your fats should be about 20 to 35% of your daily caloric intake. And shocker, but your carbs should be about 45 to 65% of your daily caloric intake. Carbs are not the enemy. They are actually very good for you. They are thermogenics, so they do help you lose weight, obviously in a well thought out manner and not too many, but they are key to a well-balanced diet and to weight loss. And by having a well-balanced diet, you want to make sure that you don't consume empty calories. So don't consume the sugary drinks, the extra caloric fatty sauces and dressings. Keep it simple at first to get you started, and as you go on you can kind of tailor and fix the diet towards your likings and kind of towards your goals. But the more simple the better when you're first starting out. And number 5 is eat in a calm and relaxed environment. You don't want to eat rushed. You don't want to eat in front of the TV when you're not really paying attention. take the time to be in that moment with your food and enjoy every bite of it. That'll make you appreciate your meals more, and it will alleviate the like mindless eating, I guess you would say. So it's just knowing that you have to be kind of in tune with your food, and I just love food, so like, why not enjoy it? But just to sum it up, those are 5 tips on how you can eat smarter. And number 1, shop within your limits. Don't bring home stuff that is going to tempt you, that is not within your diet parameters. Number 2, make sure you meal prep. You want to make sure all your meals are prepped, that way you don't have an excuse to fall off of track. Number 3, make sure you have meals that are every 3 to 4 hours, and you want to have about 3 to 6 meals a day. That will keep you from being hungry and will also speed up your metabolism. And number 4 is make sure that you eat a well-balanced meal. Proteins, carbs, and fat should be incorporated into every meal, and you should eat them within your daily allowance of your caloric intake per item, so you know, your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. And number 5 is make sure that you eat in a calm and relaxed manner. You don't want to be eating rushed or in front of the TV. Mindless eating creates extra calories that you didn't even get to enjoy. Sit there, enjoy your calories, and I hope you enjoyed those 5 tips on how you can eat smarter and eat more efficiently. Food is fuel, and it should not be the enemy. Now I just want to show you a recipe on a well-balanced meal with the proteins, carbs, and fats, and that is the macro-friendly pizza you've all been waiting for. So stay tuned.
I have a heart, I swear I do, but just not, baby, when it comes to you. I get so hungry when you say you love me. If you know what's good for you, I think you're hot.
And brace yourself. What I'm about to show you is the macro-friendly pizza that was featured on my Instagram story. I've gotten a lot of messages on how to make it and kind of like the temperature to cook it. So I'm going to show you now. First, you are going to start off by spraying the pan with oil. If you don't, your pizza will stick and you will be out a pizza.
I've got so much love for you, darling.
Once you have your flatbread laid out, I go ahead and layer the bottom with Laughing Cow cheese. That way it's only 1.5 fat, 1 carb, and 2 protein. It gives you a nice layer at the bottom. That way you can put on any of the dressings you'd like without your pizza getting soggy. So that's tip number 1. While you're putting on the ingredients on the pizza, I usually have the oven preheated to about 350 to 400 degrees. And feel free to lick the knife as you please. Once you have your cheese layered on, I like to go ahead and put my seasonings for a little extra flav. So I'm using some garlic powder first. And I'm a sweet, savory type person if you haven't followed my Snapchat or Instagram story. So now I'm putting on a little bit of cayenne pepper for that spiciness, as well as some chili powder, just very lightly. Next, I will put on a thin layer of whatever dressing you like. I use the Walden Farms dressing to eliminate the calories, but if you haven't tried this one, it is life. Superfoods balsamic basically goes with everything. I usually put barbecue sauce, the Walden's barbecue sauce on top. However, I already went to Sprouts and I came home and I realized I was out of the barbecue sauce. No barbecue sauce! So I'll just improvise. It's all about improvisation. So a little layer of the super fruits for that sweetness. Whoop. After you have your spices on here, your cheese, and your dressing, then you put some spinach on top. Then I already have pre-weighed out my veggies I'm going to use just based on my macros I have left for the day. So I have 1 ounce of tomatoes, 1 ounce of red onions, and then 2.5 ounces of chicken. What I like to do is I pre-cook my chicken for the whole week and just use it in different dishes. I work full-time, so it's a little bit difficult to make everything right on the spot. It is Friday night, so it is easy for me to make this pizza now. But preparation is key. I always emphasize that just from being a working woman. You always have to be prepared or else you prepare to fail. And since this is a quick pizza, I try to have my meats pre-cooked. So I just put them in this bowl here with the sauces that I want to use. That way you don't have to wait for it to cook in the oven. I'm just a fast person that way. So I mixed the chicken with all my onions and tomatoes into this bowl. And I will put coleslaw sauce and super fruits into this bowl and mix it around. And last but not least, we put on Parmesan cheese, lowest in fat, and you just sprinkle over the top.
Baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go up.
Just put that bad boy in the oven. And set the timer for, I say set it for 5 minutes and check on it afterwards. And voila! It is done. And thank you for watching my YouTube video. Please like, comment, subscribe below, and let me know what you would like to hear next, and share with your friends if you think this was very helpful. And I look forward to catching you in the next video.